Speaking, Part 3. Theme, Studies and Work. Topic, Education. Question 1. Do you think science subjects are more useful than arts subjects? Answer 1. In a technical capacity, yes. Science subjects solve practical problems and improve lives in many ways. They advance medicine and enhance our quality of life by providing technological innovation. However, arts subjects are also useful in other ways, and provide a significant benefit to the world. Answer 2. I think they are more useful because they are primarily concerned with practical matters. If you study science, you might, for example, go on to have some kind of technical role in the production of a device, like a computer or a car. However, all great leaders have studied more arty subjects, such as philosophy, history, and economics. This makes them better leaders because they have an understanding of human nature.
Question 2. Are students mature enough to choose what to study themselves, or should their parents decide for them? Answer 1. Once a person reaches the age of 16 or even 18, they are certainly mature enough to choose what they should study. A parent can certainly give guidance in this matter, but it is absurd to think that they could dictate what a young man or woman must do. This is old-fashioned thinking and really quite regressive. Young adults must make the decisions that shape their own lives. Answer 2. I think success in studying comes from being highly motivated to study a specific subject area. Therefore, the student should choose which subject they're interested in. By way of an example, I had a friend who studied science A-levels because his parents pushed him down that route, but he hated it and so didn't get very good results. He still graduated and managed to get a place at university where he studied law, and he became a top student because law was what he was interested in.
Question 3. In your country, does having a university education help you have a better career? Answer. It certainly helps, as it does in almost any country, but it is not essential. Most people want to go to university, and that's because it can give them the qualifications to get a higher level of employment. Government statistics show that university graduates earn far more than high school graduates on average. However, some trades are actually more lucrative and let you enter the workforce and gain experience earlier.
Question 4. Has education in your country changed in the last 20 years? Answer. Absolutely yes. Education has incredibly improved in recent years. For one thing, technology has helped educate people enormously. Now, people in rural areas, who have historically not had access to the highest quality of education, are able to study online and gain knowledge from people who are connected from all over the world. The economic rise in the country, and the general improvement in standards of living has also resulted in many more students attending schools and universities.
Question 5. How do you think it will change in the future? Answer. To be honest, I think it will continue to improve along the same lines. More children will attend schools, and a greater emphasis will be placed on technology and interactive teaching method. I also think we'll see a trend of high interest in the arts and humanities. This will be due in part to automation making labor and skills-based jobs redundant. Families will also be more financially stable and may encourage their children to pursue their passions rather than traditional career paths. So people will therefore turn towards history, philosophy, and the arts as valid career options.
6. In what ways can education prepare pupils for life after school? Answer. Well, of course, the most basic and obvious way is to equip students with the necessary knowledge and skills for them to succeed in the workplace. Although I don't know if this is always successful. Another fundamental way school prepares pupils is the way it teaches them vital social skills. I think there's no better environment for relationship training than a school, where you're required to interact with all kinds of people from different backgrounds. In short, school prepares you to effectively function with others in society.
7. What is the importance of extracurricular activities such as sport and music? Answer. These kind of extracurricular activities are not only a great way to blow off steam and have some fun, but also could lead children to discover a hidden talent that may have otherwise never have been unearthed. A small percentage of students will even go on to become professional athletes and musicians after school, so for them these activities are obviously essential. For the majority, they are the perfect way to strengthen bonds with peers, learn communication skills, and interact with each other in a non-academic environment. Many people look back on their school days fondly because of their memories of extracurricular classes, where they may have felt more free and able to express their true nature.
Question 8. What method of learning do you find best? Answer. I would say I'm a practical and visual learner. I learn best when I'm able to engage physically with the subject or through vivid pictures, rather than in a passive way of listening to information and attempting to understand and remember what I've been told. For example, if I'm learning a new language, I find it most useful to try to use new vocabulary in real situations, instead of memorizing it in a classroom environment. Over the years, I've realized that everyone has their own individual ways of learning, and I've found what works for me best is this method of engaging with information in a functional manner.
Question 9. Why do you think language students are usually grouped according to level? Well, to put it simply, doing so makes the teachers easier to teach. When all the students in one class are of roughly the same ability, then the teacher can easily create a curriculum that covers all of their needs. Having said this, language students will always progress at different speeds and face unique and individual challenges, but at least grouping them by level partially limits the range of information that needs to be taught.
Question 10. Do you think this is always the best way to group students? Answer. Not necessarily. It could be possible that having a broad range of ability levels within one class can sometimes benefit the students. I think this is sometimes the case with small groups of learners. Often the higher level students are able to assist and explain new information to the lower ability students. At the same time, having very competent students practice more basic tasks can help to cement fundamental ideas in their minds. Having said this, I don't think mixed ability groups can work entirely, and students should also be studying work that is targeted specifically for their levels.